Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel which is explore yourselves, banking and general knowledge, etc. Nahin, your daily boost. Highlights from Indian and global history along with Tithi, Nakshatra, major global events and notable birth and death anniversaries of 24th July 2026, Friday, Bengali date, 7 শ্রাবণ 1433. As per Sri Madan Gupta Punjika, today's Tithi is Shukla Dashami and up to 1034 hours and after that Shukla Ekadashi. Today's Nakshatra is Visakha Nakshatra and up to 0358 hours and after that Anuradha Nakshatra. Today is 205th day of the year. There are then 160 days left in 2026. Today is 30th Friday of 2026. Today is Ulto Rath Yatra. Ulto Rath Yatra, also known as Bahuda Yatra, is the return journey of Lord Jagannath, Lord Balabhadra, and Devi Subhadra to the main temple in Puri after their annual visit to the Gundicha temple during the Grand Rath Yatra festival. Celebrated with equal devotion and enthusiasm as the onward journey, Ulto Rath Yatra takes place on the ninth day after the original Rath Yatra. On this day, the deities are placed on their respective chariots and pulled back to the Jagannath temple amid devotional songs, chants, and vibrant cultural performances. The return symbolizes the completion of the divine visit and marks a significant spiritual moment for millions of devotees. Today is Income Tax Day in India. Income Tax Day in India, observed annually on July 24th, marks the day in 1860 when income tax was first introduced in the country by Sir James Wilson, the then British India's finance member, to meet the financial challenges posed by the 1857 revolt. This day recognizes the critical role of income tax in nation building and acknowledges the efforts of taxpayers and the income tax department. Celebrated with seminars, outreach programs, and awareness campaigns, Income Tax Day serves as a reminder of our collective responsibility to contribute to the country's development through honest and timely tax compliance. It is International Self-Care Day. International Self-Care Day falls annually on July 24th, a date chosen to symbolize the importance of practicing self-care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Established in 2011 by the International Self-Care Foundations, now the Global Self-Care Foundations, the day promotes self-care as an essential cornerstone of holistic health and well-being. It encourages individuals, communities, workplaces, and health systems to embed self-care practices like mindfulness, healthy eating, exercise, and stress management into daily routines, highlighting their role in preventing illnesses, improving mental health, and empowering people to take charge of their own health. Today is Happy Cousins Day. Happy Cousins Day, celebrated every year on July 24th. Cousins Day is a joyful occasion to honor the special bond we share with our cousins, the first friends we make in our extended families. Whether they are as close as siblings or distant yet dear, cousins often bring laughter, shared childhood memories, and unconditional support into our lives. This day is perfect for reconnecting, reminiscing about family gatherings, and expressing gratitude for the unique connections that cousins bring. So take a moment to call, message, or spend time with your cousins and let them know how much they mean to you. Today is National Thermal Engineer Day. National Thermal Engineer Day is celebrated every year on July 24th, a date chosen because it often coincides with the hottest days in the northern hemisphere, a fitting time to honor those who specialize in managing heat and temperature in countless systems. Established in July 2014 by Advanced Thermal Solutions (INC) ATS, the observance recognizes the crucial yet often overlooked work of thermal engineers, whose expertise keeps electronics from overheating, improves energy efficiency, and ensures reliability in industries ranging from consumer devices to aerospace. Whether designing cooling systems for servers, vehicles, or spacecraft, thermal engineers play a vital role in maintaining modern technological performance, and this day is dedicated to celebrating their essential contributions. Today is National Tequila Day. National Tequila Day is celebrated each year on July 24th, predominantly in the United States, as a lovely tribute to Mexico's iconic spirit. Rooted in centuries of heritage, from indigenous bulk rituals to the 16th century Spanish refinement of agave distillation. This day honors the skill of Mexican jimadores and master distillers, whose traditions give rise to the rich tapestry of Blanco, Reposado, Anejo, and Extra Anejo tequilas. Though unofficial and largely driven by US marketing since the early 2000s, it's embraced by bars and brands with tastings, cocktail creations, and cultural celebrations that spotlight tequila's depth, production, and global impact. Today is Pioneer Day. Pioneer Day, celebrated on July 24th, primarily in Utah, commemorates the arrival of Brigham Young and the first group of Mormon pioneers into the Salt Lake Valley in 1847 after a long and arduous journey westward to escape religious persecution. It honors the resilience, faith, and determination of those early settlers who helped establish communities in the American West. The day is marked with parades, reenactments, fireworks, and family gatherings, especially among members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints (LDS Church). While it is a state holiday in Utah, Pioneer Day also symbolizes broader themes of courage, migrations, and the pioneering spirit of all who fought the new paths. It is National Tale and Old Joke Day. National Tale and Old Joke Day is celebrated every year on July 24th, dedicated to preserving and sharing classic, time-tested jokes from Knock Knocks and Chicken Cross the Road, gags to ancient one-liners, in order to keep them alive across generations and spread a little laughter. Though its exact origins are murky, the holiday champions the idea that humor connects people and lightens our day, helping the endangered jokes to reproduce and continue entertaining new audiences. So dive into your mental joke box, dust off that old favorite, and share a timeless chuckle today. Today is National Drive-Through Day. National Drive-Through Day is observed annually on July 24, celebrating the convenience and modern efficiency of ordering and receiving food without leaving your car. The holiday was initiated by the fast food chain Jack in the Box, which pioneered the concept of the drive-through in 1951 and officially lobbied for a special day, originally July 28, in 2002, later shifting to July 24 in 2006. The roots of drive-through dining, however, trace back even earlier. Ritz giant Hamburg introduced the drive-through window in 1947, and in and out Burger set up the first drive-through speaker service in 1948. Today, the drive-through has become a hallmark of car culture, extending beyond fast food to banks, pharmacies, and more, transforming how we multitask and refuel our day. Today is National Amelia Earhart Day. National Amelia Earhart Day, observed each year on July 24, honors the life, achievements, and enduring legacy of pioneering aviator Amelia Earhart on the anniversary of her birth. Earhart, born on July 24, 1897, in Atchison, Kansas, broke barriers as the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic in 1932, sets multiple altitude and distance records, championed commercial aviation and women's rights, and became the first president of the 99s, a network of female pilots. Though she must mysteriously disappeared in 1937 during her attempt to circumnavigate the globe, her courage, adventurous spirit, and advocacy for women in aviation continue to inspire generations of flyers and dreamers worldwide. Today is National Day of Motoring. National Day of Motoring is celebrated each year on July 24, a holiday launched in May 2021 by Mini USA to honor the timeless thrill of driving purely for enjoyment, whether that's cruising scenic highways, gathering in casual rallies, or simply rediscovering the freedom that comes with being behind the wheel. It encourages drivers, mini owners, and beyond to pack a few essentials, hit the open road, and reconnect with friends, family, or their own sense of adventure. What began as a brand-specific initiative has swiftly evolved into a broader celebration of road trip culture and automotive camaraderie, inviting everyone to experience the simple joy of motoring without destinations in mind. Today is birth anniversary of Ramdas Kathia Baba, 24th July 1800 to 10th January 1909. Ramdas Kathia Baba was a revered Indian saint, spiritual leader, and the eighth Guru of the Mahanirvani Akhada, one of the prominent monastic orders of the Hindu sannyasis. He was known for his deep devotion, ascetic lifestyle, and spiritual teachings that emphasized self-realization, devotion to God, and service to humanity. Under his guidance, the Mahanirvani Akhada produced as a center of spiritual learning and discipline, attracting devotees from across India. Ramdas Kathia Baba played a key role in promoting spiritual practices, meditations, and moral living among his followers. He was respected for his wisdom, humility, and ability to inspire both monks and householders on the spiritual path. Though he did not receive formal awards, his influence and reverence were recognized by devotees and spiritual leaders throughout India. His teachings and life continue to be preserved in hagiographies, spiritual discourses, and the continued work of, of the Akhada. Ramdas Kathia Baba emphasized the harmony of devotion, knowledge, and disciplined living. His legacy strengthened the tradition of Hindu monasticism and spiritual guidance in the 19th and early 20th centuries. He remains remembered as a saint whose life embodied piety, wisdom, and devotion. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Kaliprasanna Singha, 23rd February 1840 to 24th July 1870. Kaliprasanna Singha was a remarkable literary genius and philanthropist whose achievements left a lasting mark on 19th century Bengal. His greatest literary achievement was the Bengali prose translations of the Mahabharata, completed under the supervision of Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar and distributed free of cost at his own expense, along with his posthumously published translations of the Bhagavad Gita. He earned enduring fame under the pen name Hutum Pacha for Hutum Pacha's Naqsa, a classic satirical work vividly portraying contemporary urban Bengali society. A child prodigy, he founded the Vidutsayani Sabha in his teens, significantly advancing Bengali theatre and culture, staging and writing acclaimed plays such as Vikramavarsi, Benisanhar, and Maluti Madhav. He patronized and edited influential journals and newspapers, raising the standard of vernacular journalism. Kaliprasan actively supported social reform, including widow remarriage, and generously aided writers, institutions, and distressed individuals. He was honored with public roles such as honorary magistrates, Justice of the Peace, Chief Presidency Magistrate, and Municipal Commissioners of Calcutta. His fearless support for freedom of expression was evident when he paid the fine imposed on Reverend James Long in the Neil Morgan case. Though his life was short, his cultural, social, and literary contributions earned him enduring respect as one of Bengal's most selfless and brilliant figures. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Henrik Pontoppidan, 24th July 1857 to 21st August 1943. Henrik Pontoppidan was a towering figure in Danish literature, celebrated for his unflinchingly realistic portrayals of life in late 90s and early 20th century Denmark. Born in Fredericia to a clergyman, he initially studied engineering in Copenhagen before turning to teaching and then full-time writing, devoting, devoting in 1881. A pioneer of the modern breakthrough movement, Pontoppidan blended incisive social critique, especially of rural life and political hypocrisy, with deep psychological insight in works like Lee Kepar, Death for Jotted Land, and Deep Dodes Ringe. In 1917, he shared the Nobel Prize in Literature with Carl Gijlera for his authentic descriptions of present-day life in Denmark. His masterpiece, Lucky Per, a semi-autobiographical saga of an engineer turned writer, earned acclaim from contemporaries like Thomas Mann and George Lucas. Pontoppidans' novels remain vital for their panoramic scope, moral depth, and honest depictions of societal change, firmly placing him among the great European realists. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Vishwanath Kasinath Rajwade, 24th July 1863 to 31st December 1926. Vishwanath Kasinath Rajwade was a pioneering Indian historian, scholar, and writer who laid the foundations of modern historical research in Maharashtra. He is best known for his monumental work Marathiyancha Itisachi Sadhane, a multi-volume collection of original historical documents that transformed the study of Maratha history. Rajwade emphasized the use of primary sources, inscriptions, letters, and archival records, bringing scientific rigor to Indian historiography. He traveled extensively across India to collect manuscripts and documents, often under great personal hardships. His writings covered history, linguistics, culture, and social customs. Reflecting his vast scholarship, Rajwade was also a strong advocate of Marathi language and literature, contributing significantly to its intellectual growth. Though he did not receive formal state awards during his lifetime, his work earned immense scholarly respect. Several institutions and awards, including the Rajwade Puruskar, were later instituted in his honor. He mentored and inspired generations of historians and researchers. Vishwanath Kasinath Rajwade is remembered as a trailblazer who reshaped Indian historical writing through dedications, authenticity, and intellectual courage. Today is death anniversary of Sir James Chadwick, 20th October 1871 to 24th July 1974. Sir James Chadwick was a pioneering British physicist best known for his discovery of the neutron in 1932. A breakthrough that revolutionized nuclear physics, enabled advances in both nuclear energy and weaponry. For this landmark achievement, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1935. Chadwick, Chadwick also received the Hodges Medal from the Royal Society in 1932 for original discoveries in the physical sciences, the Copley Medal in 1950 for outstanding scientific research, and the Franklin Medal in 1951 for distinguished service to science. He was knighted in 1945 for his contributions to science and received the U.S. Medal of Merit in 1946 for his role in the Manhattan Project. Additionally, he earned honorary fellowships from institutions including the Institute of Physics, honorary doctorates from universities such as Oxford, Cambridge, and McGill, and memberships in foreign academies like the Académie Royale de Belgique. His legacy continues through the James Chadwick Medal in Prize, awarded by the Institute of Physics for exceptional contributions to particle physics. Today is birth anniversary of Miss Amelia Earhart, 24th July 1897. Amelia Earhart, born on July 24th, 1897, disappeared on July 2, 1937, was a pioneering American navigator and the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean, achieving this historic feat in 1932. She was known for her fearless spirit, breaking barriers in a male-dominated field and setting multiple aviation records, including being the first person to fly solo from Hawaii to California. Beyond flying, Earhart was a passionate advocate for women's rights and encouraged women to pursue careers in aviation and beyond. She authored best-selling books about her flying experiences and co-founded the 1909s and international organizations for female pilots. In 1937, while attempting to circumnavigate the globe with navigator Fred, Noonan, her plane vanished over the Pacific Ocean, sparking one of the greatest mysteries in aviation history. Despite extensive search efforts, neither she nor her plane was ever conclusively found. Earhart's legacy endures as a symbol of courage, determination, and pioneering spirit. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Fritz Albert Lippmann, 12th June 1899 to 24th July 1986. Fritz Albert Lippmann was a pioneering German-American biochemist whose discoveries transformed modern biochemistry and our understanding of cellular energy. Born in Königsberg, Germany, he studied medicine and chemistry before beginning research under renowned scientist Otto Meyerhoff. After immigrating to the United States in 1939, Lippmann worked at institutions including Harvard Medical School and Rockefeller University. In 1945, he co-discovered coenzyme A molecule essential for metabolism and energy production in living cells. For this groundbreaking work, he shared the 1953 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine with Hans Adolf Krebs. Lippmann also introduced the widely used dash symbol to represent high energy phosphate bonds in molecules such as ATP. His research laid the foundations for understanding how cells store and transfer energy. In recognition of his scientific contributions, he received the National Medal of Science in 1966, remembered as one of the architects of modern biochemistry. Lippmann's discoveries continue to influence biological and medical research worldwide. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Isaac Bashevis Singer, 21st November 1902, 24th July 1991. Isaac Bashevis Singer was a Polish-born Jewish American writer celebrated for his masterful storytelling in Yiddish literature, exploring Jewish life, mysticism, and ethical dilemmas with profound insight and wit. He authored novels, short stories, and essays that earned international acclaim, including works such as The Family Mascot, Enemies, A Love Story, and The Magician of Lublin. Singer received the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1978 for his impassioned narrative art that brought the Jewish experience to life for readers worldwide. He also won the National Book Award for Fiction for A Crown of Feathers and received numerous honors, including the Bollingen Prize, the Binghamton University Lifetime Achievement Award, and recognitions from the American Academy of Arts and Letters. His works were translated into multiple languages, expanding the reach of Yiddish literature globally. Singer was a passionate advocate for cultural pers- preservations and humanistic values, blending folklore, history, and philosophy in his writings. His literary style combined realism, mysticism, and moral inquiry, making him one of the most influential Jewish writers of the 20th century. Though his prolific output, awards, and enduring influence, Singer's legacy continues to inspire readers and writers around the world. Today is death anniversary of Mahanayak Uttam Kumar, 3rd September 1926, 24th July 1980. Arun Kumar Chattopadhyay, popularly known as Uttam Kumar, was the legendary icon of Bengali cinema and is fondly remembered as Mahanayak, the great hero, widely regarded as one of India's greatest actors. He dominated Bengali films from the 1950s to the 1970s with his unmatched screen presence, versatility, and natural acting style. He appeared in 211 films during a remarkable career spanning over 3 decades, delivering timeless classics such as Sade Chautar, Haranasur, Saptapadi, Nayok, Chorongi, Antony Firingi, Omanus, and Sannasi Raja. His on-screen pairing with Sujita Sen remains one of the most celebrated in Indian cinema. Beyond acting, Uttam Kumar also excelled as a director, producer, screenwriter, music composer, and playback singer, showcasing his extraordinary artistic talent. He became the first recipient of the National Film Award for Best Actor, winning for Antony Firingi and Chiriyakhana, and also received 4 Filmfare Awards. His immense contributions to Bengali cinema earned him everlasting admiration across generations. Following his passing on 24th July 1980, his legacy continued through the Mahanayak Uttam Kumar Metro Station and the Mahanayaks Samman Award instituted by the government of West Bengal, ensuring that his influence on Indian cinema remains timeless. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Pannalal Ghosh, 24th July 1911 to 20th April 1916. Pannalal Ghosh, born as Amal Jyoti Ghosh, was a legendary Indian Basuri Maestro and composer who is widely regarded as the pioneer of Indian classical flute. A disciple of the legendary Ustad Alauddin Khan, he transformed the bamboo flute from a folk instrument into a respected solo instrument in Hindustani classical music. Born in Barisal, now in Bangladesh, he initially learned the sitar from his father before dedicating himself to the flute. Through years of experimentations, he designed a longer 32-inch 7-hole bansuri, introducing innovations such as the Tevra Madhyam hole, which greatly expanded the instrument's musical range and expressive capabilities. Besides his remarkable classical performances, he also composed music for films and contributed to the evolutions of Indian film music in Kolkata and Mumbai. His soulful playing, technical brilliance, and deep understanding of ragas inspired generations of flautists, including many of India's finest musicians. He was the elder brother of renowned tabla maestro Nikhil Ghosh, and his musical legacy continues through his disciples and family. Though he passed away in 1960 at the age of just 48, Pannalal Ghosh's innovations and artistry permanently transformed the place of the Bansuri in Indian classical music, making him one of the most influential musicians in India's cultural history. Today is death anniversary of Miss Amala Shankar, 27th June 1919 to 24th July 2020. Amala Shankar C. Nandi was a legendary Indian dancer who made remarkable contributions to the world of Indian dance and performing arts. Born in Batajor village of Bengal Presidency, he developed a passion for dance after meeting Uday Shankar at the International Colonial Exhibitions in Paris in 1931. She later joined Uday Shankar's dance troupe and traveled across the world, showcasing a unique blend of Indian traditions and modern artistic expressions. Amala Shankar married Uday Shankar in 1942 and became an important pillar of the Shankar dance movement. She was the mother of renowned musician Ananda Shankar and dancer actress Mamata Shankar, and also the sister-in-law of legendary sitar maestro Ravi Shankar. She acted in the iconic 1948 film Kalpana, which was written, directed, and produced by Uday Shankar and highlighted their creative vision. Throughout her long life, she dedicated herself to preserving and promoting the Shankar Gharana and inspired generations of artists. Even in her 90s, she remained active in dance and gave her final performance at the age of 92 in the dance drama Sita Swayamvar. Amala Shankar passed away in Kolkata in 24th July 2020 at the age of 101, leaving behind an unforgettable legacy in Indian cultural history. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Jaspal, 26th November 1926, 24th July 2017. Jaspal, the beloved Indian scientist and educator, was celebrated for his groundbreaking work in cosmic rays and his lifelong dedication to science communications. He received the Padma Bhushan in 1976 and later the Padma Vibhushan in 2013, recognizing his extraordinary contributions to science and education in India. As the first director of the Space Applications Center and later chairman of the University Grants Commission, he played a key role in shaping India's scientific and academic landscape. He was also awarded the Kulinga Prize by UNESCO for his outstanding efforts in popularizing science among the public. Jaspal became a household name through his engaging TV program Turning Point, inspiring countless students to love science. He contributed significantly to India's satellite and communications programs and served as Chancellor of Jawaharlal Nehru University. His report on higher education guided major reforms in the Indian education system. He received numerous honorary doctorates from leading universities for his visionary leadership. Jaspal's legacy continues to shine through his deep commitment to knowledge, curiosity, and public understanding of science. Today is death anniversary of Professor Dr. Udupi Ramachandra Rao, 10th March 1932 to 24th July 2017. Dr. Udupi Ramachandra Rao was one of India's most distinguished space scientists and is widely known as the satellite man of India. He played a pioneering role in developing Aryabhatta, India's first satellite, launched in 1975, which marked the beginning of the country's space era. As the chairman of ISRO from 1984 to 1994, he led the development of advanced communications and remote sensing satellites that transformed India's capabilities in weather forecasting, telecommunications, education, and disaster management. Under his leadership, India also achieved significant progress in launch vehicle technology. Dr. Rao made remarkable contributions to space science, authored numerous research papers, and guided generations of scientists. He received the Padma Bhushan in 1976 and the Padma Vibhushan in 2017 for his exceptional service to the nation. He was also the first Indian inducted into the Satellite Hall of Fame and the IAF Hall of Fame, earning global recognitions. His visionary leadership laid the foundations for India's rise as a leading space power, and his legacy continues to inspire scientists and innovators across the world. Your daily dose of wisdom ends here, but the journey never stops. Thank you very much for your patience. Request to like, subscribe, and share.